Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what
What's
I'm
the
talking
word, my
about.
boy?
What's up, my boy? How you feeling today? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So who do we have in the building for episode 14 of
You got your
Music Radio
boys
Uncut?
Swagg 2 times in the building. You know what I'm saying? City kid, Inglewood kid. They call the boy the city kid. Swagg 2 times, man. You know, you look it up everywhere, bro. It's definitely going down. The movement getting real big.
That's what I'm talking about, my boy. So with no further ado, man, we finna go ahead jump into your interview, man. Go ahead and get this joint started, man. So, this is my first time getting a chance to chop it up with you. First time getting a chance to see how you come, you know what I'm saying? So I wanna
Mhm.
start out from the beginning, man. So just talk to me a little bit about like where you from, how did you grow up and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on the south side of Chicago, you know what I mean? In the Inglewood area, you know what I'm saying? My family all went to Harper and everything like that. So yeah, man, you know, Inglewood kid, man. I grew up, was able to go, you know what I'm saying, stay with my dad, so I was able to go out there towards the burbs like, a little bit later in my years, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a lot going on in the city with my OG, you know what I mean? So she wanted us to move around, you know. We got old to go holler at Pops, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, been a city kid my whole life, man, you know?
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. So talk to me a little bit about like when did the music come into play? Like when did you really like when did music become a part of your life? You know what I'm saying?
It's been a part of my life since I was a kid because my family been in music, you know, dealing with my grandmother doing gospel, the Johnsonelles, you know what I'm saying? They were pretty big down there down south in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, traveling and working. And then also my dad, you know, writing, you know, music and doing music as well, watching him perform. We done rubbed the stump at the Apollo. So it was only a matter of time before I tapped into it, but I was always around it, you know what I mean? And you know, I went to my first studio session at 13. I got on the song with my pops, and ever since then, man, it's been up. You know what I'm saying? But for the past 5 to 6 years, I've been taking it like, you know, learning the ins and outs of the industry. You know what I'm saying? To where I can make money off my own music. You know, and put it out the correct way where I can eat, build my brand. You know, just going through everything you're supposed to go through to make it to where you understand the game and you know how to move in the game.
For sure. For sure. Cause I hope the people that's watching this, you know what I'm saying, the people that's gonna watch it on the replay, I hope they understand what you actually just said because I feel like a lot of artists just jump in
Yeah,
this game and think
they
like
do.
you could just go on YouTube, get a YouTube beat, go to the studio, rap on it, then put it out, and then if your song blow up, then you just make some money because it blew up. Nah,
No. It
it's a lot more to it.
it's a lot of people that don't understand the good records. When you start out independent putting records out, some of those records don't even break till a year and a half in. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, the Mushu record with Touche and Pay Cray, you know, they're my people. Like I rock with Pay Cray and Touche, you know, the Mushu song. But they said they dropped that song a couple years ago. And now it's like the hottest thing for 2025. You get what I'm saying? They touring everywhere. So when music is timeless, if you put it in the correct areas and you know what I'm saying, you keep pushing the hot record, eventually it's gonna bust.
Nah, for sure. And that's another thing artists need to understand. Like, bro, when it comes to music, bro, like maybe it's just not time for that. You get what I'm saying? Like if you
Hmm.
understand what I'm trying to say, like how you said, bro, done put that song out years ago.
Hmm.
Maybe in that time period, it
Yeah,
wasn't time for the song. You get what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
So
No.
now 2025, it didn't caught that wave in 2025 because that's what people ready for now. You get what I'm saying?
Yep, yep, yep. You
Then
hit it right on
like
the head.
especially like with the social media age and stuff like that, like it's I ain't gonna say it's way easier to get on because it's still hard as hell to get on, but like
But
you have
it's
different
a lot of
avenues to
different
get on.
avenues to where you can break a record and it ain't got to be the whole damn song.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the difference because you can put 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds and it'll blow up and it'll be just a couple. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, that get people to actually listen to the whole. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little bit more easier. Don't we ain't gonna cap about that because about 5, 6 years ago, it wasn't like that. You had to really, you know, put a lot of groundwork in. Now you can really sit and you know let the phone do the groundwork. You know what I mean? Reach out to everybody with all these ads and boosting and all that. It's like, you know, you got to take advantage of it.
For sure, my boy, for sure, for sure. So one thing I know I did want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like a question that I had myself personally, you know what I'm saying? It's a woman by the name of Stephanie, you know what I'm saying? That's the woman that reached out to me and stuff like that to set up this interview for you and stuff like that. I met Stephanie on my own type of time, like in the studio, and we did an interview with her and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I just wanted you like to break down like your relationship with her and like because she made it seem like she was managing you or in some type of way y'all had some type of business going on. So I just wanted to know like what was the relationship between y'all and like how did you eventually make that connection? You know what I'm
Well, shout out to Miss Stephanie West. That's my road dog business partner, and also, part of the executive staff of the label Glass House Records that we do get that me and my dad got together. So, and also being my assistant as well.
saying?
But I met her actually, like I say, networking, on the Jamie McGrone show. Shout out to Jamie McGrone show. It's on the YouTube. On Saturdays at 8 a.m. She came in as a studio guest, and we was working behind the scenes. I'm a producer assistant on that show. My name's in the credits and everything like that as well. Um, and just working, man, and networking and just networking. And she loved what we had going on. We loved what she had going on, and we merged it together. And now we is destined for greatness now.
No, for sure, man, for sure. No, only reason I bring that up though is because I'm like, man, like when I met her, like it was the vibe and the energy she come
Yeah,
off with. You feel me? She real
it's
positive
free
and she
spirit.
real like
Yeah.
outspoken about what she got going on. You get what I'm saying? Like, hold on one second. Oh, fuck. Damn, what happened to? Damn, I know I still got a book in here somewhere on first grade because she gave me a
Yeah,
book. She gave
when
me
I
her.
found out she was the art, I was like, damn, you do everything.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. She gave me her book. She gave me her book.
Wow,
When
that's
it
amazing.
comes to like doing the show and stuff like that, whatever souvenirs y'all give me, I definitely keep all them souvenirs. So don't think when y'all give me stuff like I'm just taking it because y'all right there and then I throw it away or some weird ass shit like that. Like, yeah, no, I keep this shit. Cause I look at it like those, like they tell my journey as far as like being a radio personality. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
No, seriously.
y'all, I feel like y'all are part of my story and stuff like that. Like, this is a new chapter in my story. You know what I'm saying? Sitting down, chopping it up with you, man. So, who we sitting here chopping it up with today? My boy, Swagg2x. That's what I'm talking about, man. Definitely got to thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. You
I
know what I'm
appreciate
saying? Because I like to.
that, man. And, hey, look, man, my condolences, to Brian and everything, So I know it was hard for you guys, to deal with that and still for you to keep the show alive and keep it going, bro. That touched my soul, bro. That lets me know that's exactly, I know for sure that's what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because as hard as I seen bro work and I've been watching him, I was thirsty to get on that. You know what I mean? Because I've been watching for almost 3 to 4 years. So
Exactly. Exactly, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't I don't be want to give it off like that or like, you feel me? Just tell people, like, you feel me? But it seemed like when I think back on like certain moments, like these last couple of months and these last couple of weeks leading up to that day, you get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say like bro knew he was finna pass away, but like when you think like when like you go back into those moments, you think like, damn, why did this nigga say this or why was
right,
he acting like this? What the
right,
damn? And
right.
then now you come to this conclusion. Now it's like it had me thinking like, damn, this nigga knew something that didn't nobody else know and didn't want to tell nobody and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing be on some real shit, bro. If we just gonna keep it 100, like just calling a spade a spade. If he did know, I just wish he would have gave me the opportunity to like, cause I always told him how great he was and what he meant to me and like what he meant to the city and like meant to music in general. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the Chicago music scene. But like, I would
Mm-hmm.
have liked it if we could have sent him off a certain type of ways to
Right,
really let him see his flowers in person. You get what I'm saying? Because don't get me
right.
wrong, like he in a better place now. He definitely see everything and he know who got a genuine heart and who just saying his name just to say his name. Like he know the real from the fake at this point. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I just wish he could have got his flowers while he was still here. You get what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Like come on, man, because man, that nigga was man, bro.
And I think, bro, I seen the work that he been doing. Like I said, when you watch someone for years, and me, I'm a You know, that's how I build my brain. I look and see what's going on, and I pay attention. I lock in with movements that I'm rocking with, and I love it when it's black business. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it
for
was
sure.
like, man, I was eager, man. I was definitely eager.
Yeah,
So
he
you
was
know what I'm
putting in
saying?
work.
Yeah, he was putting in a lot of work. For sure.
Hell yeah, man. And today is episode 14 of Fusion Radio Uncut. A lot of people that I interviewed and stuff like that wanted to be in the studio. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because, like, the
yeah,
whole reason of Fusion Radio Uncut is basically like, for the people that don't know, the studio that we do our show out of is at a college. You know what I'm saying? So that space is really for the students. But they give us a day out the week and allow us to do our show out of their space from 3 to 5. But with bro putting in so much work, like, cause April 1st made 17 years that bro would have been doing this show. You know what I'm saying?
wow,
With him putting in so much work and meeting so many different peoples and shaking hands and shit like that, it was to the point where, bro, when I first became a part of this show, bro, we used to damn near try to squeeze 5 people in
right,
one frame. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
But that's only because, bro, the man was so passionate about y'all as far as being artists and like wanting to see everybody win. You get what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm,
he was just trying to do anything he could just to give everybody a chance to get put in the spotlight. You get what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm,
we eventually came up with Fusion Radio Uncut because we was like, I bet we need another avenue or another platform that we can show these artists off, and then they still feel like it's still Fusion Radio and they still getting the same vibe and the same
right,
experience that they would have got in the studio. You get what I'm saying? So I end
right,
up coming up with Fusion Radio Uncut because this was basically just supposed to add on to what we was
right,
already doing. You get what I'm saying?
right, right,
This,
right,
this wasn't gonna replace the live show or nothing like that. This was just basically because I do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This was just gonna add on. I bet this 2 more shows on to the week basically. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
But
right, right.
but it is what it is though, bro. But it put me in a good headspace though because the first episode was February 4th, and that was the day bro passed away. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
So now that it's April, you get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you feel me? What's today? I think it's like what's
April
today?
9th.
Yeah,
April
April 10th.
9th, the
Yeah,
10th.
yeah. It's on my computer. It say April 10th. So
April
April
10th.
10th. You get what I'm saying? Episode 14. So these 14 episodes, it just had me in a mind state like, damn, like you feel me? Like, like, damn, like, I'm really keeping this shit going for this man. Like, I'm
Right.
14 episodes in at this point. I can't stop at this point.
No,
You
you
know what
can't.
I'm saying?
You can't, Brody. And like I say, I love how the way you keeping it alive, man. Like that's what got me really tapped in too. I say, yeah, man, because that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted, man. I know for sure, bro.
For sure, man. So it's like, that's what we doing, man. We supporting great artists just like yourself, man. That's what
I
we doing, man.
appreciate you,
Shout out to
brother.
my boy Fest, man. He tapping in with us and
Yeah, I
stuff,
see
man.
him. Shout out, Brody. Appreciate you, Brody.
Hell yeah.
Real talk.
Man. So I know the people that's tapped in, you know what I'm saying, that's watching and stuff like that. I know they thirsty to hear some music. Cause I'm thirsty to hear some music, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So Stephanie sent me a song from you, you know what I'm saying? She sent me a song called Touchdown, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So before we actually get into Touchdown, you know what I'm saying, just give me a little 1-2, break this song down a little bit. Like tell me like how was the studio session? What was your mind frame when you came up with this song? Did you write the song? Cause certain artists they write their music. Some people go in the
Hmm.
studio freestyle. Like,
Right.
what was the
Right.
whole you feel me makeup of putting this song together though? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I did this song, man, because I did a project with DJ L. London Buckner. Shout out to the legendary DJ L. London Buckner. So that's who rap when they say DJ L on the beat. That's DJ L. Me and him was in the studio together, and we did a nice project together. He did a couple of my hit records that I have. Um, and yeah, man, I wrote. I write my records out. You know what I'm saying? I keep a notepad. Some if I'm feeling groovy, I might freestyle a bar or two. But me, I'm more of a writer. You know what I mean? I like to
No,
write
okay.
it. I like it to be structured. I like to go in the studio, knock it out, and then let the engineer do what he need to do. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because at the end of the day, I learned that being an artist, you could do the music out, it could be, but that engineer, you lock in with that right engineer, he'll have your sound so you don't have it on a whole new atmosphere. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was me, DJ L. This is when I actually opened up my own studio downtown. This was like a year and a half or two ago. I opened a studio downtown. with DJ L. We done had, RP to Reese, that's a close friend of mine, Shauna, Crucial Conflict. I mean, the whole land and everybody came through there, and rock with me in the studio. So yeah, me and DJ L, man, we came together, put the record together, touchdown. I'm a sports fanatic. I love football, love basketball, love the fantasy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, touchdown, man. And just let them know, we the championship team. We winning now.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So we finna go ahead and get into it, man. So what we finna listen to right now, we finna listen to this Touchdown by my boy Swag two
Let's
times, man. So y'all
go.
y'all go ahead and let me know if y'all feeling this joint, man. Let me know with some fire emojis or something, man. Let me know in the chat if y'all rocking with this joint, man. We finna go ahead and play it.
I've been getting money for a long time. Put my hands together, thinking God I ain't no sunshine. I've been high all week. I'm trying to turn down. Championship saying we in the building. Touchdown. Yeah, her first round. Two times. Yeah, I'm cocky. I see like hockey. No
No one can
one can
stop
stop
me.
me.
Got me
Got me
feeling like a
feeling like a
giant, Jeremy
giant Johnny
Shockey.
Shockey.
Now I'm feeling
Now I'm
like a
feeling like a
million. My
million.
juice
My
pain
juice
is
pain, that's a
million. I'm
million.
on top like feelings. I pray so I'm feeling. My wrist really be
Then
chilling. Say
Michael
Michael Myers, I'm
Myers, I
killing. You
kill
ain't
it.
never
You ain't
had
never
that
had that
feeling. Been
feeling.
down
Been
that
down
road,
that
I'm
road, I'm
feeling.
good.
Yeah, I'm the king, you peasant. Y'all need to get out of prison. This shit strong like resin. These niggas lying and capping. They fabricating, they rapping. You quarterback and I'm slacking. That's how much we packing. I told them people to tap in. I'ma just say my lingo. Music and go like Kango. Up with the gang, we can go. Up with the gang, see angels. We shoot from the tango. Yeah, I'm style like
This
Bango. This shirt got
shirt
me
got me
flavor. This
flavor.
week
This
from
week
making
I'm
like
taking like
Raiders. Yeah,
Raiders.
boy, going like Slater. You always trying to save us.
I
I
don't
don't do
do
that.
that.
I
I
keep a
keep a
cat.
cat.
Mommy,
My
bitch, I'm
shop
black.
black.
And put your
It'll put your
family in
family in
tracks.
tracks.
I
I
got my
got my
back.
back.
I've
I've
been
been
through
through
that.
that.
So
So
don't
don't
do
do that.
that. He
He
beats in
beats in
tracks.
tracks.
So
So
don't
no
let
let
up.
up.
Put a
Put a
four in the
four in the
cup.
cup.
Chain price like those. I'm
I'm
floating like
floating like
dust.
dubs.
Saying I'm
Then I'll
moved
move
up.
it.
So
So
I'ma live
I'ma
it
live it up.
up. Two times, yeah, I'm cocky. I say like hockey. No one can stop me. Got me feeling like a giant Jeremy Shockey. I've been getting money for a long time. Hustling all year, finally made it's been a long grind. My hands together, thanking God I did that sometime. I will
I
leave
will
it up
get
there
up
with
there
the
with the
young, so
yes
don't
and
get
don't get
gunned
gunned
down.
down.
I've been high all week, I'm trying to calm down. Bitch, get in my head, go hit the wood, I told her calm down. I'm just stacking paper till the sun, that ain't gon' come down. Championship team, we in the building, big touchdown.
Oh baby. Yeah. That's a hit.
Cocky. Hey, you know it's so crazy. First grade, it's crazy that you broke down that that's a DJ LB. When I listened to this earlier, I didn't even really pay attention to that. Like I heard it, like his tag and shit, but I didn't even really pay attention to it. So I really just listened to it through the phone. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know, like, that's the legend, like that. He a real life. I mean, G Herbo, Welcome to Phaso Land, Lil BB. That's facts. They play that in the club all that. Yeah, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? That's all DJ L. He helped all. He made that whole little sound like, you know what I'm saying, like that. It was him and Chop. You know what I mean? So like he a real life legend. So to even have him on some of my biggest hits is like. That's why they, the production phenomenal. He was in there helping me get the, what I'm saying, the rhythm in that joint. Like, yeah, keep it like this. Yeah, don't let up. He told me, I don't want you to breathe in this one. I'm damn he no, don't breathe. Don't breathe. He say this shit hard, bro. He said this shit hard, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So just for him working from with the legends from like I say, everybody from Zay to G Herbo to Lil Bibby and to say like, man, you hot as hell. I fucks with all your whole sound. Yeah, man, it made me feel good about myself.
And run it up.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So just talk to me a little bit about this style and this flow. You know what I'm saying? Because being from our city, you know what I'm saying. Most of the times, like it's more rah rah gang
Yeah.
gang. You feel me? That
Mm-hmm.
type of
On the
stuff. You
G.
know what I'm saying?
On the
But
G.
that ain't
Mm-hmm.
the type of vibe that I got from that song. That's more. That's some different shit. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
explain to me why you decided to take that approach. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like most artists nowadays they think, I bet I'm gonna get on the drill wave and I'm gonna take off
Yeah.
like that. But that
Yeah.
that don't sound like you. That ain't your wave.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
explain
no,
to
no
me why you
cap.
took that
No
path.
cap. Like I started out, like I said, I went through that whole drill phase myself. You get what I'm saying? Early though, you know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, everybody doing it though. I'm like, damn, everybody doing the little drill shit. I said, ain't nobody really want making no fun music at the time about 5 or 6 years ago. It was really a real drill. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Which ain't nothing wrong with that because that shit raw. I listen to that shit too. I ain't gonna even back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I listen to that shit every day. So it ain't nothing like that. But I just me able to go away to school and go down south. That's why I went to school at, went to college down there in Oklahoma, down south. I was able to see Mississippi, Atlanta, Louisiana, uh, um, um, what's another spot down there? Houston.
Yeah.
Just a whole lot of different styles, and at that time,
And Memphis with Crunchy.
oh yeah, Memphis as well.
Yeah.
So down there, they styles they was more crunk, dancing, turnt, lit. You know what I'm saying? The Soldier Boy wave. You know what I'm saying? They was down there like that wave. I'm like, man, okay, they having fun. It was a whole totally different atmosphere when I went down south. I'm like, damn, everybody ain't around here looking crazy, and you ain't gotta walk around with, you know what I'm saying? One of us around here smiling and mother, okay, cool. And once I got a feel of that vibe and was able to get a dose of that down south feel. That's when they was dugging and jigging and stuff like that. I said, oh yeah, I gotta bring that type of style and flow up and still incorporate me, still let them know that I still got it on me, but switch it up though. You know what I mean? Like I like to make the turn up and saucy. You know what I'm saying? And a few R&B records too. You know what I mean? So I'm everywhere with it. I want to touch all genres.
Hey, I'm glad that you brought up the fact that you got a chance to go away to go to school. And it's not even so much that you went to school. It's the fact that you got a
To
chance to
go
go away and
down
see something
south. Nah,
different.
and that's what it was because I went down there, I went to school, how way it go, but I wound up living down there, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Going down there, shit was happening at school. So I was like, look, it was cool. So I wound up actually living, get a job down there, all that, you know what I'm saying? So but it was a different feel, bro, being down south and getting that feel of music of what they was listening to compared to what we was listening to. The music down there don't even hit us until about 6 months later.
Tell me.
Mm.
The music we got don't hit them
Tell
till
me.
about 6 months later. That's how music travels, bro, and that's how it stays in. Like it's crazy, bro. And being able to come down there and lock in, and come down there and get both of the styles. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, so I could be lit and still keep it, And that's when I produced start coming up with the tracks with DJ L, Touchdown. What is it? Run It Up. We got
Run it up. Riches.
Riches. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
few more saucier,
Gritty.
vibe. Yep,
That's
gritty. Yep,
DJL.
yep. Just a little bit more saucier vibe. And and he was rocking with it. He said, yeah, I like that. I like this style right here. I like how way you coming in. You on some, getting money, chilling, getting old, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So
Yeah, man. That's the best music though. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna sit here in front of my mood like I don't listen to drill music, like I don't
yeah,
like drill music. Like
mhm,
it's cool and all, but
yeah.
it's like the timeless music hit a
The
little
timeless,
different,
it,
bro.
it hit way different, gang. Like when I could put on me some salsa shit that I did or a little R&B record that I done did, and I'm like, damn, yeah. And the ladies feeling that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little different vibe, and
You had to come back on the show to introduce that right there. Because,
yeah,
yeah,
mm-hmm,
introduce it right here on Fusion.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, bro, like I said. say you gotta step outside the box with this music, because you never know what you could be good at. Like I got a country record that I done got that, I'm like, let me just see if I can, you know, just to see what was good, and it can and it's hot. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, you know, and that's if most artists are starting. What I like about Chicago now, they are starting to branch out from that drill stuff though. Like it's only a few artists that's actually doing it. Actually, artists is actually having making fun music, whether it's the guys, whether it's the girls, you know what I'm saying? It's starting to get back fun again. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? With the music, I can see the transition happening though, because people just tired of, dying and shit,
I was just finna say, cause like what people don't understand, like this what makes drill music in Chicago a little different than like like the New York drill and stuff. Like not to speak on New York, cause I don't know none about their laws, their politics, none they got going on.
hmm
But it's like our drill music. It was only called drill music because most of the shit niggas was talking about in their songs was really
Was
going on in real life
really
type
going on.
shit. You know what I'm
This
saying?
ain't no ain't with no rap cap. You know what I'm saying? So um that's why I never jumped in that lane because I wasn't trying to kill nobody. I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't that type of dude. I was, you know what I'm saying? I get like that if it happened. If it get like that, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been in shit and had to do shit, but I ain't looking for that shit though. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring something different and let people know, like, damn, this nigga, okay, he switched it up and he out here dancing with the little hoes now. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch it up on you. I agree. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Hey,
I
but no,
agree.
I appreciate you though, bro. On some real shit. Like I really appreciate you saying what you saying and even having the mindset that you have. Cause I swear to God, a lot of these niggas don't be what they portray themselves to be in their music. Then when a nigga catch you in real life and now it's time to you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. So why even put yourself in that situation? I ain't saying that you can't rap about it because you ain't been through shit, and you know what I'm saying? Because everybody been through that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying don't never tell your story, but definitely branch out and just do some different shit. Because if you could do music and you could do drill music, that means that you could do all music.
exactly,
You get what I'm saying? If you
exactly.
could do drill music, that means you can tap in and just actually tap in and put a different record out that's totally opposite on you. I guarantee you that the traction that you gonna get is gonna be, you ain't gonna believe it. Like, damn, this song? Damn, this song? Damn,
Hell
like
yeah,
for
my
real,
boy.
like, and it be like that. So yeah, man. Like I said, if you look me up on YouTube and stuff, and just type in Google Swag 2 times, bro, you'll see I got an R&B record where I'm in a tuxedo. You know what I'm saying? I got the visual with me with all the guns. You get what I'm saying? Or you put one of those out to let them know what the fuck it is. But, you know what I'm saying? But the rest of my stuff is fun, 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 fun. We dancing, we lit, we by the boats, we chilling. And that's the vibe I want to give. And Chicago is starting to get back to that. I ain't gonna lie. It's starting to get back to the fun music, bro. It is. Over the past like year or so, people are starting to come up. That generation is just having fun with music. So I'm down
That's
for
what
that.
I'm talking about, man. Getting back to the fun of music, man. Getting this shit back to where it's supposed to be, man. So,
Hell yeah.
who am I talking to today? I'm talking to my boy Swag 2 times,
Go,
man. You
go,
feel me? My
go,
boy gave
go.
me a little bit of his time, you feel me? Let me chop it up with him and shit like that. And I definitely appreciate you. I try to let everybody that come on the show understand and like let them know, like, I really appreciate y'all because, yeah, this is my platform and you on my platform. But in all honesty, if it wasn't for great artists like yourself and the other artists that's out here doing their thing, I wouldn't have no platform. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like on some you scratch my back, I
I
scratch
scratch
your back
yours,
type
man.
thing. You
And
know what I'm
that's
saying?
all we want to do, and we gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? As we get big and we both get major, this gonna be every year, then that 2 or 3 times a year. Shit, we just gonna come and chop it up, and you know what? Check in with my boy and make sure that we get it together. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, we gon' I know a few people too, so so I'm gonna reach out to a few people too, because if all we need is just a couple hours in the little studio, I'm gonna reach out to a few people and see what we can do for that too. So you know what I'm saying, bro, so we can keep that going, that studio vibe going. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. For sure. I appreciate
Of
that. I definitely
course,
appreciate that.
man. Of course.
Cause you ain't the only person that done came at me like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't saying it like that. Like, you feel me? Like you
No,
did nothing
no,
wrong with me
no,
like that.
no. You're a good dude. Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I mean, when you're a good people, bro, that's what's gonna happen, bro. You're gonna get it from all angles.
And I
You're gonna
swear to
have a lot of
God, like
options.
with the type of rapport that this nigga Brian had with the, that's what I'm saying. That's why I used to always tell this nigga, I'm like, bro, you gotta come outside, bro. Like, it's people out here that love you, nigga. Like, you don't come outside. You can't never get none of your love because you don't come the fuck outside, bro. Like, it's people out there that really fuck with you for real. And I used to always tell him that, like, bro, just come outside with me or just go outside to one of these events one time, bro, and watch the love you get from your people, bro. These people really fuck with you
Right,
for real, for real.
right.
For real,
No,
but it's
he got mad love, man. His heart was really good, and you could tell because people loved him. Seriously.
exactly, my boy. That's what I'm talking about, man. So just talk to me. I want to transition a little bit, man. Talk to me about like your stage presence. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was coming out to a Swagg2x show, I had to pay my bread and shit like that. Tell me what I'm in store for. You feel me? What type of vibe should I be looking for when I come to a Swagg2x show?
A real motion picture on a G. I ain't gonna even bet because I throw my own shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, I always put me over the summer, at least 2 to 3 showcases for myself where I break my music and stuff like that, and it be sold out. You know, you gonna see. I got the photographers, I got the videographers. I'm gonna definitely have me some strippers because I love me some strippers. You get what I'm saying? Um, So it's gonna be real live in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Real live. You know, so yeah, bro. You come there, it's gonna be a movie, man. I'm gonna have a couple of other artists there as well. That's dope. And you know, it's gonna be a party slash show. I always like to that, throw a party and then and transition to the show, let the people get lit. And about 1:30, let them know what the boy Swag got going on, and it's always a success, man. But yeah, when you come, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this shit lit online. Lit,
That's what
lit,
I'm talking about. You
lit.
gotta be lit at the shows. It don't matter
Yeah,
if like the show period gotta be lit in some
yeah,
way somehow. It gotta
yeah.
be lit,
It
bro.
gotta
You know what I'm
be.
saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, bro, yeah, you an artist and you make music, but bro, you in the entertainment business.
Entertain.
Like you gotta entertain
It
regardless.
is what
Like
it is.
exactly. Like no matter how you gonna entertain people, in some way, somehow, you gotta entertain people. You get what I'm saying? So with
Mm-hmm.
you being an artist and you make music, your music and your shows gotta entertain people. Like
Mm-hmm.
how you expect people to come out and buy tickets and shit like that when you ain't entertaining no
No,
motherfucker body. You done waste the
nobody
motherfucker
want
time
nobody
and their
want to
money.
sit there and watch you, rap. Just standing on stage just rapping. You know what I'm saying? But if your song project that, that's what your song project. If you like I say, that's why they step into doing different songs. Do an ass shaking song one time, 'cause that's gonna get you loose. You gonna be like, damn, I didn't know I could move like that. Okay, damn, you know what I'm saying? On the G, I don't know. Hey, on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just got to be able to switch it up, and that's what I love performing more than I was loving recording because that stage, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, it's entertainment, so you got to give them a show. You know what I mean? You got to make it lit. You got to make them feel like, okay, yeah, I like he's serious about what he got going on, and that stage presence is a lot. You know that holds a lot of people back, and their music be fucking raw as fuck, and they be like,
No, for
damn,
real.
you can't perform it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Ain't no label gonna want that, no matter what's going on. All the artists that get on, trust me, from the toughest niggas out there, they had to perform in order to get them deals. Them people had to see them like, okay, they got a little sauce in them. Okay, he got a little drip with them. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta be marketable, bro.
Gotta
Why would somebody want to put
be.
their hard-earned money behind you and you not marketable? It's to the point where they not gonna be able to make their money back off
Yep,
your ass or make
yep,
some off that. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Like people don't understand that. Like
yep,
it's a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? Like
yep.
it's a business, bro. So I'm definitely glad you brought up that point. Hey, you been saying a lot of shit that niggas need to pay attention to. I hope the ones that's watching this and that's listening and that's gonna watch it on the replay, I hope they actually understand and actually paying attention to what you're saying, because you dropping gems and you giving niggas game. This free game. Sometimes niggas be having to pay for this game. You get what I'm saying? But you getting it for free here on Fusion Radio Uncut. Because that's what
Fusion
we do here at Fusion Radio. We like
Radio.
putting people on and doing what we do for the people, man.
Yeah,
That's all
bro.
for the people. So I ain't gonna lie, my boy. This was a great interview.
I
This was a great
appreciate.
ass
No,
interview.
bro, it was, man. I My heart goes out to you, bro, because like I say, y'all been dealing with a lot of tough stuff, and I'm glad y'all was able to still pencil me in, man, because I really wanted to, holler at Brian and you and just let you guys know that I appreciate you for what you was doing for me. So just to see how it's reciprocated from you is like, damn, man, I feel like we gonna be locked in for life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, on some real shit though.
Nah, for real though, bro. Cause you know what it really is though, bro. On first grade, the day that man passed away, I'm gonna just give you a little story and just like explain to why I take this shit so serious and I look at y'all artists the way I look at y'all and I appreciate you artists because the day that man died, I ain't gonna say I was gonna crash out because I wasn't gonna crash out, but I was finna break down type shit.
Right,
Like I was finna
right,
like fall into a little
right,
shell on some didn't want to
right.
talk, didn't want to
Yeah,
be
depressed,
seen, like
depression. It's called
like fucked
depression,
up
bro.
type shit.
It's called
Cause
depression, bro.
you get what I'm saying? Cause like just a little backstory. Like I said, the man died February 4th. That was supposed to be the first day we started this. You feel me? Fusion Radio
Hmm.
Uncut. So I wake up, I'm like, you feel me? I got the energy. I'm thirsty because I'm like, you know that feeling you had back in the day when you used to go to school and you knew it was the first day of school and you used to be thirsty to wake
Yeah,
up because you wanted to go to school with
yeah,
your
yeah.
fresh shit on. That's how I
Hmm.
woke up that day.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
damn, we
Man,
got the new
wow,
platform. Cause
wow.
bro basically was telling me like, yeah, it's still Fusion Radio, but like I want you to take this and look at it like this your shit. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like take the
Giving you
fourth effort to
giving you
step
your
into your
flowers
own.
and letting you become your own. And that's always a real leader and a real king put other kings in position. So that says a lot about him, bro.
I swear to
Seriously.
God. So once I eventually found out what happened and like what the situation was, and like I said, I was gonna break down, it was like I had a conversation with his auntie because that's who broke the news to me and stuff like that and let me know what would happen. What happened? She basically was on some like, nigga, I feel you feel some like I understand you feel some type of way, but like nigga, you ain't got no time to break down type shit. Like that shit over
Hmm.
with. Like,
Hmm.
nigga, you gotta keep this shit
No,
going. You ain't got no
seriously,
choice type shit.
seriously, seriously,
And I'm
seriously,
like,
bro.
I'm listening to it and shit like that because I'm like, man, like I said, I'm fucked up in the head. You get what I'm saying? But the
Mhm.
words she was telling me, bro, and then when I got to thinking about y'all, I'm like, bro, this man been putting on and helping artists for years. How can I just let that just fall by the wayside? Like, and
Can't,
just
just
let
can't.
everything this man then started and been doing for 17 years just is over with. No, I couldn't do that, bro. I couldn't do that. So I had to put this shit on my back. And I'm gonna continue to put this shit on my back. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Because it's like, shit, think about it like this. If I would have gave up that day, I'd have never got a chance to meet you.
that's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
That's facts.
And it's a lot of
That's facts.
other great artists that I didn't met on my journey as a radio personality that I didn't got a chance to chop it up with, got a chance to do business
Right,
with, make songs, all type of shit. Like you never
right,
know with
right.
me making this connection with you today, you never know what this might end up
That's what I
leading to
said.
with
I
some
already
people.
told you. I feel like we gonna lock in on the outside. You know what we doing now on the business side, but I feel it right now because I feel your spirit. So I'm like, yeah, man, yeah. I feel it, bro. We definitely gonna lock in, and we gonna lock in.
Hell yeah, my boy. We definitely gonna lock in, man. So, we finna go ahead and this interview out, man. But before we go, the first I need you to do two things for me, my boy. Two things. The
Okay.
first thing I need you to do is you gotta get a people your social medias and stuff like that so they can tune into your moments and go check out your good music and just stay in tune with everything you got going on. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, say no more. On Instagram, I'm swag two times LOE. That's SWAGG 2XLOE. On Facebook, it's CJ Turner, lowercase CJ Turner, and swag two times. You just type it into Google, swag two times, and a plethora, everything about me gonna come up as soon as you Google it. And it's not, what I'm saying, it's just not saying to tell somebody to Google it, but it's actually like if you Google it, that's I just tell people that because it's gonna come up. Everything gonna come up for me. Swag two times. Type it in Google. It's gonna come right up. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, that nigga been working for the past 5 or 6 years. You gonna see videos from 4 to 5 years ago on baby. So yeah, it's been going down.
That's what I'm talking about, my boy. Definitely got to promote yourself, get the people the way to figure out who you is and stuff like that. Because I know it's gonna be people that watch this interview, that's watching it right now, and probably
Hmm.
gonna watch it on the replay. They're like, yeah, I gotta get in tune with him. I gotta see what he got going on. And the second thing I need you to do every time I end the show, I always ask the guest for a piece of advice. So with you being an artist, it can either be a piece of advice in life in general or a piece of advice that you feel like another artist or somebody that's trying to do what you've been doing for years need to know, like on an artist tip, like something that you feel like is helpful for their career? But you could give me one for both, but or you could just give me one. It don't really matter. But I need at least one piece of advice before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, coming as being an artist and also like I say, taking other artists to the next next level. Um, Never give up. Continue to network and just have a good heart when you're doing business because the universe is shifting. All that weird shit ain't working no more. They like I'm just saying all the fake shit, all the being mean shit, the not doing good business shit. Like that shit was actually winning a couple of years ago. Right now it's like it's a whole like universal flip, bro, to where the people that deserve it is actually being seen and actually getting the flowers that they've been working hard for. So long as your heart right, everything else gonna come. And like I say, keep that grind and network. That's all you gotta do, bro. Cause everything else gonna come. It's gonna come when your heart. I'm telling you, when you're doing it genuinely, no hate in your blood. You want to see the next man win. You know, you show love to the next man. It'll come back tenfold, bro. It'll come back tenfold, and I'm a testament to that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So my boy gave y'all a good piece of advice. I hope y'all was listening to it. I hope you took it down. However, you need to put it in your memory bank or something, like, cause he just gave y'all a real piece of game, man. I hope y'all really understood what that man was talking about, man. But we finna end out this episode of Fusion
Yes,
Radio, episode
sir.
14. We
Appreciate you,
14
bro.
episodes in. We
Yes,
going strong. We gonna
sir.
continue to work. We gonna continue to stay blessed up. We gonna continue to do what the fuck we need to do. Cause that's what we supposed to be doing. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Every time I get a chance to do this show and I sit down and I talk to one of y'all guests or just be around other artists in general, it had me feeling like I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Because in 2018, when I graduated high school, I wouldn't be able to tell you like in 2025, this what I thought I'd be doing
Right,
with myself, or this what I'd be
right,
doing with my time.
right.
So to be on this path and to went through all the things I done went through up to this point, it had me feeling like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. So, like I told you earlier, bro, I definitely appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. You got my line.
Oh
You
yeah.
can hit me on this
I
page
know. Oh
or
yeah,
you
you
feel me?
already know. We gonna lock in, bro. Cause like I say, I'm one of the hottest promoters in Chicago and Indiana as well. I just happen to do that as well on top of being an artist. So all any big events coming up, anything, what I'm saying, I put those together as well. From birthday parties to I actually got an event this Friday out there in Indiana, at the Loft. I got a little rodeo event, a Cowboys versus Indians event. I got the mechanical bull, a bunch of beautiful women. Yeah, man. So you more than welcome to come out and just come kick it with me if you free, Brody.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So just do me a favor, my boy. Like my brother will want. Just continue to be great. Continue to put out this great music. Continue to push that positivity. Continue to support all that. Just stay blessed up and just stay out the way, man. Leave these goof ass niggas
Uh,
alone. Let them have that
oh,
shit.
ain't no,
You seem
they,
like you already on the right
yep.
path. I ain't gotta tell you certain shit, but just stay out these goof ass niggas' way, man. Get this money. That's all
That's
we
it.
want. We
That's
just
it.
want some
We
money.
just want
That's
some
all we want.
money and
That's all we want.
and a little of that thing, girl, on phone. No, that's all we want.
That's all we
Oh
want,
God,
man. I swear to God, man. So, man, like I said, continue to stay blessed up, my brother. Stay out the way and just hit my line, my boy. We finna go ahead and get up out of here. This was episode 14 of Fusion Radio Uncut, man. Love.
love.